Hi, how you guys doing? Today we're going to feature the other M from the St. James series from Blackstar. This is the St. James 6L6 hit. So if you're new to this channel, you might just want to subscribe to this channel and press that bell for notification of future videos and be part of the Patreon to support this channel. I would appreciate it. This is the other amp in, or the other amp head in the St. James series. Now, the St. James series comes in with 2 iterations: the head with the cap, really nice caps that they have, and combos. So they give you all these choices. So some of us might just want a combo. Some of us just want to have this head to pair with another cap that we like. So, the options are there for you. I want to thank CD Music for passing me this head for review, especially Ying Long and Mike. Now, this is the black version, right? So, it's very different from the other one, which is more tame compared to this. This is a monster in many ways. So this is more of a high gain amplifier. You have 6L6 instead of the EL34s. So basically it's about the same structure. Everything is the same. You have the same cap sim at the back, with the XLR out as well as a 1/4 inch and headphone out. You have the same effects loop, same USB port. So you can also use this as a direct recording to your door if you want to, or you can hook this up to a cabinet and mic it out, or you could do like what I do. I hook this up to a cap clone. So instead of hooking to a speaker, I would hook that up 8 ohms to my cap clone, in which I would hook up to my interface, and from my door I could kind of choose what IRs that I like, so that I can match this amp head perfectly. You basically have the input from the left. You have the input jack, and then you have the channel 1 volume. Now this channel 1 volume is how would I say it? If you put it in like in a middle position, before 12 or before 1 or 2, it's really relatively clean, a real powerful clean signal. But if you bring down a master to maybe about maybe about 7 o'clock, and you bring your the channel 1 volume all the way up, you can get a little bit of a breakup, and it starts to get a little beefier because you're driving the tubes, and the clean sound starts to get a little beefier and on the verge of a breakup. And if you add a booster in it, there you go. You're going to have a real nice brown kind of sound. Now, if you just want this to be in a real clean format, just put it at 12 or 1 or 2, and then you can run your pedals through it. Very nice. Then of course you can switch via a footswitch, which is provided, to channel 2. So there's this gain knob on channel 2 where you can kind of dictate how much gain you want for channel 2, and then you have the channel 2 volume, right? And here you have another dip switch where you can switch it on for more boost if you want to, right? So you want to have like a little bit more solo lines, hit it up. Then you have the 3-band EQ. You have the bass, mid, and treble. So basically they are very simple to use, Then you have the reverb. Nice reverb, same reverb that was in the EL34. And after the reverb, you have the 3 power stages. You have the 50 watts, SAC, and 2 watts. Now 2 watts is great for bedroom playing, in case you don't want to disturb people around you, like your parents, your wife, your neighbors. And then you have the master volume, which is, self-explanatory. So you can kind of like tweak this to whichever volume you like, even though you have the power stages to play around with. Then you have the standby switch and then the power switch. So on the back panel from the left, you have the power cable in, and then you have the fuse, just in case anything goes wrong. And then there are 3 speaker output jacks for you to hook up to whatever cabinets you have: 16 ohms, 8 ohms, 2x16. Then you have the cap rate output where you have the XLR as well as a 1/4 inch out for both headphones and lined out. And then you have 3 selection of cap sims. Basically these are IRs, and I guess one of it actually has an open back and closed back, and the other one has a little bit of a room sound. And then you have the effects loop, send and return, and of course a toggle switch for you to adjust the levels. Then you have the foot switch, which is provided, so you can switch between channels. And then after that, you have the USB audio where you can just hook this up to your door or to your computer, and also to your software where you can kind of adjust even more, like your cap simulation, like what sort of microphone you're using, how far the microphone is, and all that. Same as the other St. James. So again, there's a fan behind that, and I think that's a good idea because this little box here might run hot after long hours of use. Now, like all tube amps, you need to warm this up. So if I'm going to record this amp or any tube amp for that matter, for the transatlantic, the same thing. I have to turn it on maybe for half an hour for the tubes to warm up, and you can actually tell the difference between a warm up tube amp and a non-warm-up tube amp, so you can actually tell the difference. So what do I think about this amp? So of course this amp is a higher gain amp than the ER34 version. It's great for metal, it's great for raunchier stuff, heavier stuff. The EQ, I find that as far as the bass and mid is concerned, once you hit like after 2 o'clock, it doesn't have any sort of a significant difference. I find that there's no difference even if I tweak the mids from 12 to 6 o'clock. There's not much of a difference. In fact, I don't hear any difference at all. The only difference I hear is when I cut. So for the bass and mid, I can actually hear differences when I cut. For the treble, yes, I can hear a difference if I boost up. The reverb is nice. It's workable. But of course, if you're going to run this, of course, you will have your effects, your Strymon, whatever on the effects loop, and that will sound even better. As far as the gain stages are concerned, it's saturated really nicely, really warm sounding tube saturation, and this as far as I can tell. You can actually get right in the middle when you're gonna play like some old school rock. You can actually get that if you dial down the gain here, like maybe about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. You can get some raunchier stuff, and that is enough for you to do some solo lines if you want to, and if you need to, could just kick in a boost and you'll do fine. Fact is, I don't think you need a compressor for this amp because it's a tube amp after all. The natural tube compression is really nice. Yep. So this amp is, I guess this amp is really good for guys who are metalheads, who wants to play at loud volumes, but they're staying with a mom or just staying with they have a roommate and they don't want to disturb people. So the power stages are really helpful. And for live purpose, this amp can rock. This amp can get really loud. I heard this amp in full action in city music, like the ER34. This amp can really rock. It can roar. So I think it's great for like stages, even if it's a mid to a large size stage, because you're gonna mic out anyway. So if you're gonna play in a small club, this amp will do without even micing up. It's loud enough, right? And I can tell you that on the channel 1, this amp is pedal friendly, pure pedal friendly. On channel 2, because of the gain stages and the power stages, you might not want to kick in your overdrive unless you want to kick in another booster. That's fine. But I don't know, some of you guys are really crazy. You might have like a fuzz there somewhere. So to each his own. So let me know about this amp and leave a comment in the comment section down below. Now the unit will be available in City Music once stocks are in. They have the combos are in, so they're just waiting for the stock of the heads and the cabinets. Like this video, give me a thumbs up, and press that bell for notification of future videos. Join this channel and be part of the patrons to support this channel. I would appreciate it. I thank all my patrons for the wonderful love and support and friendship. Thank you guys so much. So in the meantime, you guys please stay safe and try to play at a reasonable volume, because this can get really loud, especially when you're playing amps. So try to protect your ears. You're gonna be grateful that you did when you get to my age. So stay safe and keep on playing guitar. God bless.